I think it was 3 and 4 rounds.
He talks confidence, so confidently, and rightly so, because he should batter this guy, and he will batter this guy, and put this rubbish to bed.
Tommy, what's your reaction to that?
He's shitting himself. He don't want to fight. I can see it in his face. He'd like to predict it. All I would say is Joshua is on a real high right now.
Joshua will retire you. Oleksandr Usyk said Anthony Joshua is on another level and warned Jake Paul about Joshua's power. Usyk highlighted that in the UK, it's 100% a problem, and in the USA, no problem, showing that Joshua's strength and skill are recognized worldwide.
100% problem. USA, LA, no.
Johnny Nelson points out exactly why Anthony Joshua's experience will dominate Jake Paul. This boy may believe all his own hype, but boxing is unforgiving, and Joshua's precision and power leave no room for mistakes. Jake Paul stepping in unprepared is asking to get knocked out.
For Jake Paul, I'm thinking this boy can't be so stupid. Maybe he's the guy that all of a sudden believes in all his own hype. And boxing is the only sport you can't play at. Because you're playing that,
Usyk reminds everyone that Anthony Joshua is an Olympic champion, and fighting in boxing is a whole different level. While some like Tyson Fury might have watched, Joshua is putting in the work on the rink and proving that talent, discipline, and real training always beat hype. Jake Paul is stepping into a world he cannot fully grasp.
Big champion and men who have to fight for boxing. It's different guys, people. Wow. Anthony, Tyson Fury should have done the same. Yes, but I don't know why Tyson Fury watch this show. Anthony go to ring, do good work. Good job.
Eddie Hearn explains why Anthony Joshua is in complete control of this situation. While the offer against Jake Paul is massive money and seemingly easy, it also gives Joshua a chance to showcase his skills and power. The fight is a clear mismatch, and Joshua's preparation, experience, and Olympic pedigree make Jake Paul an easy target. This opportunity highlights how much smarter Joshua and his team are in navigating both the business and sports side of boxing.
I do think he's crazy. I think he's got absolutely no chance. I think he's going to get smashed to pieces. Listen, for us, we received an offer that was massive money and a really easy fight. We were talking about fighting this week here in an 8-round fight. Now we're fighting in an 8-round fight for 40 times more money against Jake Paul. So I love the opportunity for AJ.
Joe Rogan highlights just how dangerous Anthony Joshua is in this fight. Joshua's one-punch knockout power is terrifying, and he will make sure Jake Paul learns quickly that hype cannot stand against real ability. Joshua is poised to dominate, and this is not a fight where Paul can rely on luck or social media bravado. Every punch and strategy from Joshua is calculated to overwhelm and assert control in the ring.
It's a dangerous fight.
Yeah.
Because Joshua's going to try to make an example out of him, for sure.
And will.
I mean, Anthony Joshua is one of the biggest one-punch KO artists ever.
Oleksandr Usyk makes it clear that Anthony Joshua is in a lead far above Jake Paul. Joshua's Olympic champion status and professional pedigree make him a complete fighter, and this is only his second fight at this stage. Jake Paul is stepping in against a true heavyweight with real experience. Usyk's words underscore that Joshua is ready and capable of dismantling anyone who underestimates him, especially someone coming from a non-professional boxing background.
Last fight, it's great. Because Anthony is Olympic champion, Francis Ngannou, it's second fight for boxing. Listen.
Joseph Parker emphasizes just how lethal Anthony Joshua's power is. One clean shot from Joshua can end a fight instantly, and Jake Paul has never faced anything close to this level of punching force. Joshua's ability to finish fights decisively makes this an extremely dangerous matchup for Paul, and highlights why experience and real boxing skill are irreplaceable. Joshua's power and precision will dictate the fight from start to finish.
And if he lands on you, you're done. You're out. And I picked.
Spencer Oliver makes it clear that Jake Paul is walking into a world far beyond his experience. Anthony Joshua has shown he can dismantle elite fighters from different disciplines like Francis Ngannou. Paul has only faced limited competition, and the step up to Joshua is monumental. Joshua's ability to control the ring and deliver devastating power makes it almost impossible for Paul to survive, highlighting the massive gap in skill, preparation, and experience between a true world champion and a social media star.
Jake Paul, that's all I can say. We saw that what Anthony Joshua had done to Francis Ngannou. He went out there and iced him in a couple of rounds. A guy coming from a different discipline. Well, this kid's coming from another level. You know, white-collar boxing in 2018, gone through the mill, and the only boxer really that he's actually boxed, a legitimate boxer he got beat by, and that was in Tommy Fury. Now,
Frank Warren highlights how overwhelming the difference is between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. Joshua is a natural heavyweight with multiple world titles and Olympic gold, and his power has been proven against top competition like Ngannou. Paul's limited amateur experience and only 12 professional fights cannot compare to Joshua's proven track record. The fight is lopsided on paper, and in reality, Joshua's skill, power, and ring IQ make him the overwhelming favorite. And Paul is entering a battle he is not prepared for.
You know, AJ's a massive, massive favourite. He's a natural heavyweight, two-time world champion, Olympic gold medalist. We've all seen him. He can punch, he can bang. You see what he's done to Ngannou. Jake Paul, I don't think he's had amateur experience. He's had 12 fights, I think, as a...
Derek Chisora warns Anthony Joshua not to underestimate Jake Paul and to make sure the fight does not slip into danger. Joshua has the power and precision to finish this in 3 rounds and avoid any risks. This is a test of Joshua's focus and timing, and Paul's hype will not survive in the ring with a champion who knows how to control the pace and deliver brutal punishment. Joshua's experience makes it clear he can dominate quickly and decisively.
But I will say this to AJ, don't let that guy knock you out, because that will be fucking nightmares forever. But 1 or 2, put it this way, AJ has to kill him in 3 rounds.
David Benavidez reminds everyone that Anthony Joshua's pedigree is unmatched. Multiple world titles and Olympic gold speak for themselves, and anyone without experience is at a severe disadvantage. The last fighter with little experience who faced Joshua struggled immensely. Jake Paul faces the same reality. Joshua's skill, ring IQ, and power create a dangerous environment for Paul, and Benavidez underlines that stepping in unprepared against a true champion is asking for trouble.
Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him. But big respects to Jake.
Duke McKenzie points out that Anthony Joshua has the opportunity to make this an easy payday while maintaining his position as a top contender. Jake Paul will not be taken seriously by the boxing world, and any misstep could be catastrophic. Joshua's power and skill mean he can finish the fight decisively and even put Paul in serious danger. This is a stark reminder that hype does not survive against true championship ability, and Joshua's dominance is expected to be overwhelming.
Easiest fight of his career. If he wants to get 100 million and not even break sweat, you know, you take the fight. Is it going to enhance his stock as the world's #1 contender? Not at all, because nobody's going to take Jake Paul seriously. But on the other hand, I don't even want to play devil's advocate. What if Joshua hurts this guy, seriously hurts this guy, and puts this guy in hospital?
Anthony Joshua makes it clear he is not just relying on raw power, but also his knowledge and skill. He plans to teach Jake Paul the harsh realities of boxing, exposing techniques and tricks that Paul has never encountered. Joshua is bringing Paul into a level of competition he cannot comprehend, and every punch will carry lessons for the overhyped challenger. The combination of experience, precision, and heavy power ensures that Joshua controls the fight, and demonstrates that hype cannot stand against a true champion who knows how to dominate every aspect of the ring.
Heavy punches, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to expose him to certain tricks in boxing that he may not have seen yet, and I'm going to bring him to another school of boxing that I don't think he's been exposed to yet.
Johnny Nelson emphasizes that Anthony Joshua carries the weight of expectation and power in this matchup. Joshua's size and skill make him the overwhelming favorite, and the judgment will fall on him to demonstrate his dominance. Jake Paul is out of his depth, and the spotlight will show exactly why Joshua is considered but top heavyweight. The fight is set to confirm Joshua's capability to control and overpower opponents with precision and force, while Paul faces the stark reality of stepping into a ring with a seasoned world champion.
Joshua is bigger than Jake Paul in our world. So there'll be more of a judgment on Anthony Joshua than there will be on Jake Paul, because Anthony Joshua is expected to get this boy blasted out of there.
Eddie Hearn stresses that Anthony Joshua will approach this fight with complete seriousness. Joshua is not one to take it easy or underestimate his opponent. He will go in looking to finish the fight decisively and demonstrate why he is a heavyweight champion. Jake Paul is facing someone who does not play with his opponents, and every movement in the ring will be calculated to dominate. Joshua's combination of power, experience, and intent ensures that Paul will encounter the harsh realities of true championship boxing from the very first round.
A very dangerous night's work, and AJ will be, people say, oh, will he take it easy on it? AJ will be AJ. He don't mess around, he don't play with his food. He'll be going in there looking to take him out as soon as possible.
Carl Froch believes this fight could be over in one round because Anthony Joshua's technique and power are so superior. Despite any doubts about his current form, Joshua's ability to execute clean combinations and control distance makes Jake Paul an easy target. Paul lacks the technical skill and experience to defend against a true heavyweight champion. Joshua's precision and understanding of timing combined with his immense power show that this fight is likely to be extremely short and brutally decisive for anyone stepping in underprepared like Jake Paul.
What should happen? This is a one-round job because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud.
Derek Chisora highlights that Anthony Joshua is expected to make this fight straightforward and dominant. Joshua has the power and skill to finish the fight efficiently without unnecessary risk. Jake Paul is outmatched, and every aspect of the bout favors Joshua. The ease with which Joshua can control and potentially end the fight emphasizes the massive gap in ability and experience. This matchup serves as a demonstration of how a true champion can neutralize hype and inexperienced challengers decisively, leaving little doubt about who is in charge inside the ring.
Easy fight for him, and I think this should be laid to rest because I don't think AJ's gonna go in and try and pat. AJ's gonna smoke him.
Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul is not just another fight. It's a statement about what separates hype from true boxing skill. Joshua's Olympic pedigree, multiple world titles, and devastating power make him the overwhelming favorite in every sense of the word. If Joshua wins, he reinforces his status as a dominant heavyweight who can control any ring situation and prove that experience and technique will always beat social media fame. If Jake Paul shocks the world, it would be the upset of the century, but it would also highlight the dangers of underestimating real champions. Joshua's mental strength, discipline, and preparation show he wants this more than anyone, and he has the tools to end the fight quickly while asserting his superiority. Fans should watch closely, as every round will showcase the difference between a true professional and a novelty fighter. Are you backing Anthony Joshua, or do you think Jake Paul will pull the impossible? Drop your thoughts below and join the debate.